Money. First shot. Only shot that matters is the first one. At least for hunting scenarios. And that one is smoked. Ooh. Who we got on? Bud, what's up, man? How are you doing? What is happening? Dude, it's got to be so early there. It's like 5:30 in the morning. Why are you awake? Money. Money, 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 money. Bud, when is your surgery? Been meaning to text you and ask you that. Jeez. I'm just shooting lights out today. Wish I would have shot this good yesterday. Oh, there you go, dude. That's awesome. I know Colleen said she was out looking for him last night, but I don't think she saw any. I saw her Facebook post. That was a little bad. Man, I'm like shaky today. I don't know what's going on. I'm shaky. The 30th. All right. Well, I'll make sure to keep you in my thoughts. I'll go out and have to slaughter more deer for you. This one's on Bud. That's missing a knock. Let's separate that. Good old whistle tip. Why is that heckin' compound shooters messing with my stuff? I don't know if I've shot this one since I've changed my grips. This will be a little interesting. We'll see what happens. Looks like we're good. That's a heavier arrow than what I normally shoot. Wow, it quieted this bow down a lot too. The wife just got home. I'm gonna get yelled at. Maybe I'll have to go back to this. This grip hurts my fingers though. That's the only thing. Maybe I need a thicker glove. I don't know. We'll see. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody's having a rockin' Sunday morning. Still shooting really high. Yes, that's the only thing about this. It's gonna end up shooting high for me because I changed my grip. What's up, wifey? How you doing, girl? Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm about to get yelled at. Uh-oh. Whoa, what's happening? What's up? Thanks, Zach. How you doing, man? Just getting some reps in. I haven't done. Did a live on Wednesday, I think. Aim for the Jeep tire. Look, if you're gonna get a Jeep, at least get a real Jeep. You know what I mean? Like, don't. I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that. I can't with people. What's up, Fry? There we go. That was money. All right, let me go fetch some arrows. I'm shaking real bad. I don't know what it is about the morning. I don't shoot as good in the mornings. Evening when I'm warmed up from the day and going on with my life, I'm usually a little better. They're all in the deer. I think they're all even a dead deer. I'd even venture to say that. Some of them are just going to take a little longer for the animal to expire. But let's get into it. Let's shoot some. I'm going to push that insert back in a little. This thing needs some love. But so yeah, let's take some distance shots now. Got a group in. Let's shoot some distance. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Shibe, what's up? Good morning. For anybody who doesn't know, we do a live every Sunday evening. It'll be at 7:30 tonight, and it'll be on Outdoor for Shores channel. We do something we call the Campfire Chronicles. Bando, sorry. What's up? Yadkin, good morning, brother. How are you doing? Yadkin's got quite the setup there. Hauling his wood splitter with a UTV and whatnot. Pretty cool stuff. So I don't know if you guys know this or not, but if you have a YouTube, I will gladly go subscribe to it. And I do my absolute best to keep up with everybody. And sometimes I miss videos, sometimes I miss lives, but I do my best. So just comment on one of my videos or something, and I'll go back, I'll subscribe, I'll do all the good stuff, you know. Clayton, what's up? How you doing? Ah, thanks, bud. I appreciate that. Double tap that screen, guys. I'll pin that, I think. So, Bud, I got a question. You're my only managing moderator. Are you able to pin messages? A little low. All right, let's take a 25-yard poke here. So I don't know if you guys noticed that the tip on that one was a 200 grain field tip. That's a little much. These are only 125, so. Oh, man. I couldn't be any closer. Couldn't be any closer. The hard part with the balloons is like you almost need to put a little piece of tape on there to just like draw your eye to it, because you kind of like, you start shooting and you're aiming for an area, not a specific point. There it is. Always pick a point. That's one thing I didn't realize how important it was. Like when I used to shoot the compound, because like compounds you can really get away with a lot. You know, you can really get away with a lot. And so if you pick an area, you're going to miss by what, 2 inches at 30 yards? It's not much. Recurves, longbows, trad bows, that dog don't hunt. You know, that dog don't hunt. Okay, a little low. I'm not really sure where I'm going to hit with this yet, because that's shooting 32, 33 yards. I haven't shot a whole lot at that distance since I've changed up my grip. Whoa, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, Bud can't pin comments. That's good. He's deleting people. He's going to put you guys in timeout. Are mechanical bows used for hunting? The compounds? Yeah, compounds are absolutely used for hunting. I've killed 4 deer with them this year. I just really, really like trad bows too. Trad bows kind of have my heart, but when I want to fill the freezer, the compound comes out, you know? All right, so, all right. Unfortunately, that's all I can shoot from this. I am gonna have to reserve this, which I've been hesitating to do, because it means I gotta cut off the old serving, and then I gotta tune the arrows again, or I gotta find the right knock height. So I've been kind of like procrastinating on that, but I need to do it. So you can see this serving has like 10 to 15,000 shots on it, and it's still holding up really good. That other one kind of sucks. So, Katie, what's up? What is my IG? Guys, I don't do a lot of Instagram. And by a lot, I mean, I don't really do much of any Instagram, so. Whistle tip. I don't like to shoot the whistle tips too far. I'll send this one, but they're pretty beat up at this point. They're not even like straight for the most part, so they do throw off arrow flight a little bit, but they're still fun to shoot. Aiden, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. TJ, you go kill that buck this morning? Ooh, that's in the wood. So those whistle tips are pretty heavy, and the result is they drop pretty drastically at 32, 33 yards. I'm already aiming above the target, and that's still hit just below it. But is it deer season? I hope so, because I've shot 6 of them already. All right, so that was the right height, just a little right. Sometimes you just gotta walk it in. And so I've really stopped shooting this bow a whole lot. I think it's the first time I've had it on a live in probably a month, because I don't like bows with a lot of poundage. The bow I hunt with is 37-pound draw. Doesn't take much to kill a deer. Just got to put it in the right spot. I'd rather be accurate than have extra poundage. Yep, so this one I'm drawing about 45 with. My hunting bow I'm drawing about 37 with. This is also a recurve, and my hunting bow is a longbow. We're just high there. Ay, ay, ay. My line was good, just a little high. Like I said, I haven't shot much with this one. Probably shoot a deer. Like, let's see. So, from me to the deer is 17 yards. It's a very realistic hunting shot. And that's a fucking smoked deer. Sorry, excuse the language. I try not to curse. Whoops. But, cheers, everybody. I'm a donkey girl. How many deer with the recurve? I'm at 2 so far this season. So I hunted Maryland, and look. So last year I took 5 deer. It was 2 bucks and 3 does with the trad bows, and it was a grind of a season, guys. It was a rough season. Anybody who's tried it, and like you got to fully commit to it. It's none of these like, oh, well, I'll take it out when it's after I've shot my buck or whatever. No, I committed. I said I'm only using the trad bow this season, and that's exactly what I did. And it made for a very rough season. It was very successful. I mean, 5 deer is more than a lot of people kill in a year. But it's still, you know, I'm at 6 already, and we're a month and a half into the season, you know, so it just makes for a very hard, very long year. I watched a lot of really nice bucks walk at 30 yards, which is hard to do. You don't have a choice. I mean, you could launch an arrow, but it's, in my opinion, just silly to launch an arrow 30 yards. And it's not even so much about how accurate you are. It has a lot more to do with just how slow these bows are compared to a crossbow or a compound. And even if the deer doesn't react, the deer might just move on its own accord, you know? So, but anyway, so I'm at 2 deer so far with the longbow this year, and then I'm at 4 with the compound. But I'm only using the compound when I'm out of state this year. I'm not using the compound all the time. And then last year, that was one of the things that was a result of last year, right? I was like, I hunted out of state, and for anybody who doesn't know, hunting out of state is very expensive. Doesn't really matter what state you do it in, it's very expensive. And so I didn't take anything out of it. Like, I watched a lot of really nice bucks walk, and then this year I was like, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna just do what I do, you know? I'll also probably try and shoot a trad bow or something. Sorry, not shoot. I'm sorry. I got people texting me. I'm reading the text, trying to read the chat. Go build a walk-in cooler. Yeah, I have to. Any more deer I shoot, they're getting donated. I don't have room in the freezer anymore. Money. Yeah, so that's the point I'm at in the season, which is a really good point to be at because now there's no pressure. So this is a Samick Sage. I'm sorry if I missed the chat at all, guys. This is a Samick Sage. It's actually a knockoff of the Samick Sage. I'm drawing 45 pounds with it, but it's only a 35-pound bow. I draw 31.5 inches, so it adds 2.5 pounds roughly per inch of draw length. You go over 28 inches, which are what most trad bows are measured at. Money. Those arrows just pack a punch to them. So all the arrows I shoot and hunt with, I try to shoot for 600 grains in my arrows. I like heavy arrows. Brandon, thank you. I'm sorry if I missed the chat, man. Have a good one. A new slingshot for rabbit hunting. I don't know if that's even legal in Pennsylvania, but I would love to give it a go. Rabbits and squirrels, dude, that would be awesome. All right, so my tip on, I just shot that one. I shot at the balloon remnants. I was just like an inch left. But I like that because I know it's 25 yards and I can aim tip on with it, and I'm right there, which kind of gives me a gauge for how far above or below a target I need to aim then. So yeah, so Doc, like look, dude, I don't care what anybody uses. I don't hate on what anybody uses. All I care about is that people get out into the woods. But traditional bow hunting will humble you. It's something. It'll humble you real quick. Money. center punch that one. I was feeling it. I was feeling it there. Now that I got my tip on distance and all this. So this is only my 4th season hunting. I've not been hunting long. My first year hunting, I took 3 deer. The second year hunting, I took 7. Last year I took 5, but that was only with the trad bows. That's all I used the whole season. And now this year I'm at 6 so far. But we're gonna keep going. It's tough being a content creator on YouTube in the sense that, like, I feel obligated to shoot every deer I can, because if I can get it on film, like, that's a huge challenge and I like to do it. But I'm also at the point where I'm really, really tired of butchering deer. Like, just really tired of butchering deer. I don't have room in the freezer, so I'm going to donate the rest of them that I kill, but it is what it is. Permits for that many deer. Yeah, so I'm a multi-state hunter. I'm hunting Pennsylvania, Maryland, and West Virginia this year. So Maryland is unlimited does down where I hunt. I hunt outside of Baltimore, and it's unlimited does because they have a huge deer problem down there. So yeah, it's all with permits. I have red tags for Pennsylvania, which are agriculture tags, and then I think I have 6 doe tags this year too. So I've got a lot of tags. At this point, I'm way more interested. I already killed a buck down in Maryland, so there's no pressure on me for the rest of the year. I can finish the year right now, and I had a great year. That being said, like, I got some goals for buck hunting this year during the rut. I am not a good rut hunter, and I got to work on that. So I got some goals for this season. We'll see how it goes. Money. Maybe I should get a bear tag. Nah. I had to tell my neighbor. I'm sorry if I'm missing the chat, guys. I'm so sorry. How much? These are all I'm hunting with are like $80, $100 bows, guys. I don't hunt with any expensive bows. I would like to get a really nice one, but then again, like, I also like that I can take these out in the rain and the snow, and I don't feel bad about it. You know what I mean? Michael, what's up? And you know what? Like, it's part of my personality on YouTube. Like, I'm trying to show everybody, like, you don't need expensive gear. I don't even wear camo most of the time anymore. I rarely wear camo. I go out into the woods, and I sit there and I shoot deer. Like, you don't need anything expensive. You can kill deer with an $80 bow, and it's all about your woodsmanship. It's all about how good of a hunter you are. Let's knock this insert out of the deer. Ooh, well, we knocked the insert out. We also hit the leg. But yeah, so I don't know. That's like one of my big things. When I take my Pennsylvania buck this year, I would really like to do it same as last year. No camo, rocking the flannel. Like, something about wearing flannel and killing deer is just like, it's awesome. Yadkin, for anybody else who's on, we do a live every Sunday at 7 or 7:30, and tonight we will be on Outdoor for Shore's channel, Timmy's channel. Ooh, that wasn't the shot we need. I plucked the string real bad on that one. It's the only thing. When you're out here shooting 100 shots, you lose focus a little bit. But yeah, we'll be on Timmy's channel tonight. Timber, what's up? Alex, what's up? Sorry, I got a glare in my face, so I can't really see. Just a little while. So when I'm out hunting with the trad bows, I really restrict myself to 20 yards and in. I don't like shooting anything past that. Where's the beers? Dude, don't threaten me with it. I'll grab one right now. I'm still on the coffee, but I swear I will go in there and grab a beer right now. How many likes are we at? Only have 40 likes? Come on. If we hit 60 likes, I'll go grab a beer right now. I don't even care. Let's do it. What bow do I hunt with? I hunt with my longbow. I've killed, so look, dude, I'm petty. I tally everything up. You can see this is slid down way more than it should as I pull my broadheads off and everything. I like to put my tallies on there for how many deer I have. So you'll see that on my lives, or on my bows. Sorry about the church bells. Sorry, I'm dropping arrows on myself. The sage is what I hunted primarily with last year. I got 1 tick marker. I got 4 tick marks on that. And then I took one with the longbow last year. So earlier in the year, when I was hunting during agriculture season, I shot 2 does. And they both ducked my arrows really bad, and I ended up not making good shots on either one of them. And when I replayed the footage and I marked, like I pinpointed exactly where that arrow hit, it was a good shot. They just ducked, you know? And so one of the things I've tried to do is make a quieter setup. Longbows, because there's no limb slap with the string, it leads to a pretty quiet setup. And so far, I haven't had any issues with deer ducking. So. All right, let me go fetch some arrows. How many likes are we at? I might have to fetch a beer here too. I said 60 likes. I can't even see it. Okay, we're there. I'm gonna grab a beer. Let's get it. Let's get it. Jerry knows it. Let's do it. Oh, you guys make me run. I don't like running. Oh man, I'm so happy. I was supposed to have a PT test this weekend for Army stuff, and I got out of it because there's no funding for the government and we're not getting paid. So some people look at it as a loss, and I'm over here like, well, I'll get paid eventually, so it's all good. I'll have to get some new targets, like ASAP. That'll be the next thing I get. But anyway, thank you everybody for hopping on. You guys are making this a pretty excellent live. The chat's going insane, which I love to see. I pulled shot from the bear too, didn't I? Wonder where my other arrows went. And for anybody who's looking to get into traditional archery like this, even though taking those 33-yard shots are fun, and they definitely help you with your accuracy because you got to be perfect, right? I wouldn't recommend it. But anyway, cheers everybody. Chug beer. Chug the beer. Okay. Y'all got to chill out. Timber, did I actually say that? Down the barrel outdoors. I don't remember. Cheers everybody. Oh, that's so cold. I gotta remember to keep some beers like out, so they're 40 degrees, or so they're like 50 degrees and not just ridiculously cold. Hurts my soul. Whew. Let's get back to shooting, guys. Y'all are crazy, making me do crazy stuff. Hey, if you don't start drinking in the morning, you know, you can't drink all day. Hayden, what's up? What's up? Ruger 1022. Gregory, that's on my list of stuff I need, man. And Pennsylvania passed it, I think like 1 or 2 years ago, that you can hunt with suppressors now. So I really want to get one that's suppressed and go hunting with it. I don't know what the legality is of hunting with that. Like, I don't know if I can keep that in my bag while I deer hunt as long as I'm wearing orange, or if you're not allowed to do that at all, because they might be afraid you're just going to crack a deer in the head. That was bad. Oy. The only thing that matters is that my first shot this morning was perfect. And to be honest, like when I'm aiming at a deer, I take a lot more time and I really make sure it's going to be a good shot. Yadkin, you're going to be a moderator. You know what? We're making you a mod. Add as moderator. There we go. Bill, what's up, man? How are you doing? All right, Greg. I'll have to check it out, man. I haven't bought one yet. For next thing I'm buying is a lower for my AR-10, but there we go. So at 17 yards, I should really have a group that's in like 2 or 3 inches. And at this point in the day, I'm just all over the place. It's okay. It's all good. We'll get back there. I don't buy cedar arrows. I don't make cedar arrows. These are the Easton Legacy arrows. I really love them because they're probably like the cheapest, like good carbon arrows that you can get. I have some Link Boys and they shoot pretty well too. But I really like these. They got a nice helix on them. Like they're nice. That was bad. I'm just all over with the bow now. Guys can tell I'm getting tired. Probably like a day where we finish the beer and call it a day. Whoa, we got a lot of people on. What's up, everybody? Good Lord. What's going on? What is going on here? How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome. I apologize if I can't keep up with the chat. I don't know though, with the way, so I changed my grip, right? So I used to just go right over the knuckles. You could see the indentations on my glove, right? So I used to go right over the knuckles. However, I've changed after watching some Olympic archers. So I go a deep grip on the first finger, knuckle on the second, and then my third finger, my ring finger is barely touching. And I seem to be a lot more accurate like that. So this bow or this string I had made up at the archery shop by me. However, since then, because you pay like, dude, you'll pay like $40 for a string. I've started making on my own. You can buy the material for like $20 a roll, and you'll have enough forever. It'll last you the rest of your life. So I would not buy another string. I'd learn how to make a Flemish twist and be done with it. Let's take a 30-yard poke. Why not? Full send. This tip might be a little loose. I might try. I need to get arrows with a different helix on them though. People say right or left helix will kind of dictate whether or not your field tips come loose. That's close. That was only like an inch off the balloon, a little high. It looks higher than it is because that arrow's coming in like this. It's dropping pretty aggressively. A street at the end of the range. You'll also notice we have a fence right there, and it has stall mats on it, so nothing could actually go through. I would have to miss by 5 feet above the fence. So yeah, really. You have to miss by quite a bit, dude. That was good, although we sunk it through the hay bale. I don't know, maybe I'll give this bow another chance. I'm in the process of making a quiver right now. I have all the stuff to make carbon fiber, and I got it originally for car parts, but since I've kind of gotten out of the car scene, I'm going back to doing it for other stuff. And the trad bows is a good opportunity. Nobody makes like a really good carbon fiber quiver, so. Is that a Pookie bear? What's up, girl? Come here. We're gonna say hi to the daughter unit real quick, guys. Yeah. Hi. Hi, Pookie bear. Come here. Come here. Oh, say hi to the people. Can you say hi? Say hi.
Hi, people.
See, hi, people.
Hi, people.
Should we shoot the deer?
Okay.
We're gonna shoot the deer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you ready? Here, stand here. Come here. Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
Okay, do you see the deer? We should shoot it, shouldn't we? Okay, let's shoot the deer. Shh, we don't want to spook him, okay? Oh no! It's a horrible shot, but we would find him eventually. The next day, maybe.
Let's go down.
Let's go down? Okay, let's go down. I'm sorry, everybody. Gotta start him young. You see him? Let's go get the deer. Let's go get the arrows. Come on. Let's go get arrows. It's not really too wet. It's okay. She'll be fine. Kids get dirty. Okay. You gonna help me? Okay, ready? Pull, 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 pull. Good job. This one too, okay? Ready? Pull, pull, pull. Oh, good job. Okay, give them to mommy, okay? Take them to mommy. Can you just give me like 20 minutes and then I'll be ready. Just pull out whatever outfit you want to dress me up in today. We're gonna go ride some trains after this or something. My technique is wrong? Well, what's wrong with my technique? I never claimed to be a good shot or have perfect form or anything. So there's that. I did claim to kill a lot of deer because I do kill a lot of deer. But to each their own. So my biggest struggle with technique is I pluck the string a lot, right? And I know I pluck the string a lot. And if I focus on that, I normally have better shots. But sometimes, especially after like on a live, when you're shooting a ton of arrows, like sometimes it's just hard to maintain focus, hard to do whatever. Jonathan, what's up? How to shoot arrows safely in your yard? Sure. One, be smart about it. Two, build a fence with a backstop. That way, in case you hit anything that you're not supposed to and they ricochet or you just go through a target, you have something to stop them. Three, don't shoot when anybody's behind it, no matter what. You know. How'd that look? Was that okay? That's a 17-yard poke on a deer, and it's right in the pump house. So I don't know. I do pretty good. Dan, what's up? How you doing? Can I do a 360 no scope? How many likes are we at? That's got to be a challenge here. Make it 110 likes. You got plenty of people in here. 110 likes, I'll do a 360 no scope. Back in my Call of Duty days, you know, used to not be a problem, but nowadays, I don't know. Money. And that's realistically, if you're hunting, this is what your group should look like. You should be able to come out here and at 17 yards, you should be able to have a 2 or 3 inch group because you just never know the shot you're going to get. I love a perfectly broadside shot. I rarely get a perfectly broadside shot. And if you're going to hunt with these, you got to be a lot more selective. But it's just one of those things, like you got to be able to make your shots. I have a whole series out there if people want to watch it, you know. Are we at it? It's 360 no scope time. I don't know if I can even like jump to do a 360. This is just silliness. I'm going to start. It's going to have to, this is so dumb. I hate you guys. I can't even. I hate you people. Ay, ay, ay. It's just silly. We are going to be safe about it. Can I just like start with a 180? Hang on. I'm going to have to like move over here. You guys are just ridiculous. Why am I doing this? Let's go jump here. Let's do it here. Hang on. Pretty close. Almost. It was just incredibly awkward and crappy. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, do it out of the tree. You know, in this tree, it'd be easier because I could just do a quick twirl in the saddle and I'd be done, you know? That was a little far back. I definitely plucked the string a little. So, like, I can always tell, too, because, like, it sounds louder when I pluck the string. Crazy, right? There's a lot of, like, a lot of this is self-correcting once you realize it, and then you're good. But until you get to that point, it's very difficult. Keep trying. I'm not doing another one. Nah. Thank you, Alice. Welcome. I didn't even see you there. Sorry. Shoot a group on the yellow target. Which yellow target? I got a yellow target there. I got a yellow target at 33 yards. I could try that. I'll take a 3-shot group on that. Let's give her a go. 3-shot group on the. We're not going to use those though. So I have some whistle tips. Those are like 200 grains. I don't want to use those for that. A little too heavy. All right. Yep, right over top. Okay, perfect. We're not starting strong here with the 3-shot group. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't shot this bow really in the last month because I've only been hunting with the longbow, so it's not as pretty. I'd have a better group with the longbow, but that's okay. That was money. That was a good shot. So just trying to figure out where I actually need to aim. So I do what's called gap shooting. So my tip on or my point on distance is 25 yards, which is the hay bales or that yellow target. And it's a lot easier when you can just aim tip on because you just aim for the target. When I'm aiming here, I'm guesstimating the height above it that I need to aim. So that's a lot of the issue with shooting further. Money. You can see the balloon move. So those two arrows are about 2 inches apart. You won't be able to see it. I'm not going to walk it all the way down there. But so, fun story. So I was out hunting last night and I was like, I've never killed a deer with a flintlock. I'm taking the flintlock out and I'm taking a bow out because why not? You know, I'm silly. I like the pain and I like carrying 12 pounds of extra weight. So I do that. I have deer coming down the mountain. It's like 20 minutes before legal's up. And I got the flintlock up. I'm aiming at this doe and I'm like, something doesn't look right. So I put it down and turns its head and it's got one little spike on it, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches long. And I'm like, so I couldn't shoot it. But that's my story. I was so close to smoking this thing. It was unreal. Like, I finger on the trigger, I'm about to smoke it. And I'm like, something just ain't right. And the worst part is, after he bounced, a bunch of other deer ran up the mountain with him. This time of year, I'm leaning towards it was probably other bucks. Just given where I was hunting to, I was hunting over 2 or 3 fresh scrapes and then a rub line. So I'm like, I know there's bucks in here, but that's the way it goes. That's low. 200 grains. That's a bit low. Just a tad. What time are we at? We've been on for a minute, man. 38 minutes is it? Oh, feels like I've been on all morning. That was a little, the height was almost good. Just a little right. All right, let me go. You know what, let's cheers. Let's finish this first. Nothing better than a cold one in the morning, right? Yeah, the whistle tips are nice. I need to order some more though. The only thing I don't like about the whistle tips is that they bend pretty easily. Like they break easily, which is a problem when you're shooting in the yard and you're always missing and breaking stuff, doing silly 360 no scope challenges, all that silliness. Where did I launch those arrows to? Those stall mats work absolutely fantastic. If anybody needs a backstop, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm probably going to take them off the fence and I'm probably going to move them inside here real soon. We're getting to the point in the year where, except on Sunday mornings, I don't really shoot outside. I shoot in my garage. I can shoot 11 or 12 yards. So I'll go back to doing that. And it just works. It works really well. So I'll probably put those stall mats on the wall. They're nice because the rubber kind of absorbs it without breaking it. So wake and bake. Heck yeah. What is up, everybody? Chat is moving. I'm so sorry. I normally try to keep up with the chat. When we've got this many people in here, though, it is very difficult. So I kind of just pick what I can, and the rest just gets missed. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I really do a lot of this stuff. Campfire Chronicles on Sunday nights at 7 or 7:30. I have the link shared, and if I don't, I will have it shared here right after this. If you want to chat with me and Bill and Tim and Shibe, that is the best time to do it, because we sit around a campfire and we answer questions and we do stupid stuff like shooting the bows and splitting logs and all that stuff. Ava, what's up? What's up? What's my draw weight? So my draw weight on the Samick is 45 pounds. It's only a 35-pound bow, but I overdraw, meaning I draw past 28 inches. I actually draw 31.5 inches. So I'm drawing 45 with it. We've tested that because Bill's got Bowmat Outdoors. He's my neighbor, and he's got a draw weight tester. And then this one I'm drawing 37 pounds with, and I've killed 2 deer with this. You don't need a lot of weight, guys. Doesn't take a lot of weight. All right. What do we say? We'll take a crack at the 30. Let's try a group at 33. What do I want to do? That's way low. See, and that's the difference with these 2 bows, I guess. This one does not have that extra poundage and not as fast, so I got to change stuff up a little. As you can see, I'm also doing a bit of a fixed crawl with this, because if I move it, if I slide my finger all the way up, my tip-on distance is ridiculous. It's like 28 yards, I think. So, yeah, dude, this is even a knockoff of the Samick Sage. It's not even the real Sage, but it works great. I love it. But, so let's try it without the fixed crawl. Go from there. Okay, I had a good line, but still a little low. Still a little low. My release needs a little work. I think today I'm going to reserve this bow, because I don't know if I'm hunting today. I was splitting wood yesterday and moving wood. My back's hurting a little bit. I hunted last evening, but I'm tired. That money. That was money. Okay. Center punch that one. A lot of it's just figuring out where you need to aim. That's a lot of it. I'm not actually a lefty. It's just mirrored because of the way when you have the camera facing you, it's mirrored. So I'm not actually a lefty, and I do hate on you lefties. So get right. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't hate on anybody. I'll tell you what. I hate on people in the hunting community who discredit others, who put others down based off what they shoot. And that could be, you know, the size of the buck they shoot or what equipment they're using. I hate on those people because they're really destroying the sport. And unfortunately, social media just gives them a way to air their crappy opinions and broadcast it to more and more people. So that was off. I was just a little right. Height was perfect though. And that's one of the things, like on the longbow versus recurve. Longbows for hunting, they're a little slower, but that quietness of them is just, you can't beat it in my opinion. So yeah, that's my big thing. I'm so sick of people hating on other people in the hunting industry. And I'll tell you what, like, I can speak from Pennsylvania because I have the numbers. In the last 20 years, we've dropped half of our hunting community because they've gotten old and they've just gotten out of the sport or they died off, whatever the case is. So I'm hoping in another 20 years we don't lose another half of the community. You know, I'm going to just go out there and say it. I don't think our parents' generation did a good job of passing the sport on. And people are going to blame video games. They're going to blame whatever, right? But that's not it. It's your kids are going to be into what you get them into, you know? And granted, like, everybody has stuff they like and everybody has stuff they do. But your kids are going to do what you teach them, you know? And it's, as a parent, I can say that. There we go. You know, my she's 2 years old, but she's out there. Every time I kill a deer, I make sure she's coming out and she's seeing the process. Like, if they grow up around it, they're going to love it, you know? And if they don't, like, they'll at least respect it or whatever the case is, you know? But our parents' generation, I think, really, really failed at getting kids into the sport. And if we do the same, the result is going to be less, like, everybody, I'm going to call out the compound community, because compound community loves to hate on people using crossbows, and they're saying it destroys archery and whatever. It's not archery, it's a cross gun, whatever the case is. And that mindset is super toxic. But most of them, like they want the hunting community to shrink because they think it means more time in the woods for them and they have a better opportunity to kill a deer. I got news for you. If you're not killing deer, it's because of your own merits, because there's plenty of deer. But nevertheless, that's my rant for the morning, guys. One of the things I love too is like a lot of blood trackers, like they hate on mechanical broadheads, they hate on crossbows, and they're like, well, most of our tracks, and like it's not just, I'm not just talking bad on trackers. Trackers are doing absolutely excellent job. Um, they're an asset to the hunting community. But one of the things I see is they share this data without really like understanding the full picture. You know, they say people with crossbows wound more deer, people with mechanicals wound more deer, but they forget the fact that 90% of people or 80% of people, at least in Pennsylvania, are using crossbows and mechanical broadheads. So yeah, majority of your tracks are going to be those. You know what I mean? Like people just don't think about the whole picture sometimes. But it's the same thing. And I brought that up because I'm specifically thinking of somebody else's live that they did several months ago. And they had this guy on there who was a new hunter, which is the part that kills me. He was a newer hunter, and he was just bad mouthing people who shoot crossbows. And I'm like, dude, and then he's comparing himself to people who shoot trad bows. And I'm like, trad bows are great. But the trad bow has less in common with a compound than the compound has in common with the crossbow. Did I say that right? Compounds have more in common with a crossbow than they do a trad bow. The only thing that's similar is you have to draw the bow back. And I'll die on that hill. So, but anyway, so back to my rant, because you guys are hanging out here, so you're going to listen to the rant. Trad bow or traditional? I'm not really sure what difference you're going for if you're trying to go for like a self bow. Well, no, so he's probably going because like an Olympic style bow is still traditional archery, but it's not really a trad bow. I don't know, maybe that's what he's going for. And honestly, I don't really care if anybody wanted to get into hunting with trad bows. I would highly recommend just picking up an Olympic style bow and getting good with that, because it should be easier, but I think there's more stuff to fine tune with them, which is the reason I don't really like them. There we go. Knock the insert out. Perfect. And I think on that note, we've been on for a minute. If you want to hear more about my rants, you're going to have to come out tonight. Heather, welcome. I didn't even see you in there. Thanks for hopping on. Tonight we are on Outdoor for Shores channel, and I will have the link up. If you check my channel, I'll put a post up about it. I'll have that up like right after this. So 1 minute stream, very short. No, it's not one. I've been on for like 50 minutes, dude. I'm tired. This is more shooting than I like to do. I think if you're gonna shoot, you don't need to shoot more than 10 arrows a day. And during hunting season, I rarely shoot more than 3 arrows a day. I'll shoot one in the morning, like first thing, one last thing, first thing, and that's it. But yeah, I kill deer with compounds. I've taken 4 deer already this season with one. But like my heart is with traditional archery and doing that. But when I'm out of state, like I spend a lot of money, I spend a lot of time on out-of-state licenses, gas, and everything else, and I want to be successful. So having a deer at 30 yards and watching it walk is just not my idea of fun when I'm out of state. So, but anyway, guys, thank you. I think this has been my best live stream to date. So you guys are awesome. I couldn't have done any of this without you. I genuinely appreciate it, and I will catch you all next time. Thank you very much.